Hello guys, this is Ranjit, this is Victoria. Welcome to Worldwide Movie Geeks. So today we watched the movie Now You See Me and we're going to review about it. If you're ready, let's go.
So the movie came out in 2013. It was directed by Louis Leterrier and the main actors are Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Isla Fisher, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Morgan Freeman. So today we are not going to review the movie. Today we are going to talk about the two main characters, which is Dylan Shrike and Tadeusz Bradley. Let's start from the first one. So we have in this movie Dylan Shrike. And as we noticed by watching this movie, this person has actually two perspectives, which is actually bring us a lot of questions. So the first perspective from where we can see this character is just a normal FBI agent who is actually playing a full role, really full. He don't know anything what's going on around him. He don't know how these magicians make all his tricks and how actually he's going to understand who robbed the bank, how it was, and that's what we have actually. This is a fool. But as we know from this movie already, the Fool is one of the most powerful cards in tarot, because the Fool represents the clean slate, which means that the person, like a blank page, he can pretend like he doesn't understand anything, but be the dangerous at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that's what we have with Dylan actually. He is a fool. We can see how he's struggling, how he's actually follow these horsemen, how he's trying to understand how they rob these banks, why they rob these banks, and so on. So that's what we have. On the other side, we have our Tadeusz Bradley, who is actually a former magician, who wasn't very successful. He wasn't recognized by audience, by people. So we can see him from the perspective as a revenger, who wants to take a revenge for being unrecognized. Mm-hmm. And what he is doing, he is debunking magicians. He is telling to the people how they do their tricks. We can see that from the first show, how he said to this Dylan Shrike how they robbed the bank, the Paris bank. Mm-hmm.
So let me continue from there.
Yeah.
So first of all, there is three main scenes in this movie, which is robbing a bank, and then robbing a guy, insurance company, and then trying to steal a safe. Yeah?
With money in it.
Yes. So all these three are connected together by one character, which is Dylan. So who is Dylan? Dylan is one of the greatest magician's son. His father was a great magician who performed an art and died in it. So he tried to take a revenge on all of the people who is responsible for his death.
Or who is involved, who is
involved in his death.
And here we can see the second perspective of Dylan.
Yes. So Dylan is becoming the guy from fool to the guy who knows everything and who is behind all of these. So he hired 4 horsemen, and he is also one of the horsemen, so he's the 5th horseman, and did all this Robin Hood things, all this Robin Hood magic things to take a revenge on people who is responsible for his father's death. Yes. So, on the perspective of Dylan, the first bank robbery was made because his father's insurance was insured by this bank, the Paris bank. So, he took his first revenge on the bank. The second revenge would be the guy who is actually own the insurance company, is the one who also sponsor their magic shows. So they also rob from him. And then the third one would be a safe which is done by the company called Elkhorn safe. And then this was the company who made the safe also for his father, which actually didn't work. So he also wanted to take revenge on these 3 people. So that's why he created this whole idea of the horseman, the eye, and then he took his revenge on them. Yes. So You want to go with the Thaddeus?
Yeah. As for the Thaddeus, we can see at the end of the movie, of the first part, how he became from the revenger into the fool.
Yes.
How actually he and Dylan changed their parts in it. So if there, for example, in the beginning of the movie, we can see that Dylan actually the fool. So in the end of the movie, we can understand that it's not the Dylan who's a fool. It's Thaddeus. Because Thaddeus, during all this movie, he was thinking that he's one step ahead, while he was actually two steps behind. Yeah. And here we can see how he became this fool, how he couldn't understand all these performance. He probably understood how these horsemen actually performed and how they did this magic shows and magic tricks. But he couldn't understand who is responsible for all this.
Who is behind all this.
Yeah, who is the main role in it.
Yes. So that's how the card flipped from a revenge, or from a guy who knows everything, to fool for Thaddeus. And that's how this scene is how the fool becomes the one who knows everything, the one is the mastermind of this whole idea, of this whole process. So this is our perspective of this movie. And there are a lot of perspective to the people. They connect these to the Illuminatis, the eye which is represent the society. We're not going to speak about it because a lot of people spoke about it. So this is what our perspective is. Do you have anything to say?
I think that's enough because, I can say that probably Dylan as well, he had the perspective of a Robin Hood, because a lot of people actually connect him and the story of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Because as we can see from the movie, all the money that they stole was given to the public.
Back to the public.
Yes.
So he gave all the money that they stole back to the public. And then like, we also watched the second part of it, and we are going to review it. But there is a huge twist and tricks, which is more amazing. We're going to do it very soon, depend upon your response to this first video. So watch the full video, and if you have any other perspective to these characters, or the other characters who are the four horsemen, which played by these characters. What are the characters' name?
It was Jesse Eisenberg, Isla Fisher, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco.
Yes. So all these characters, if you have any other perspective for these characters, please let us know. And also, there is a question that the Interpol agent, that woman, that lovely French woman.
Yeah, that lovely French woman.
Do they get into a relationship after she knows that he is the one who's behind all this? Or it was also a mystery at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So, if you have any other perspective, if you have any other idea about the movie, let us know. We can share, we can comment, and we can express our feeling about it. It was an awesome movie. We watched it. The magic tricks was awesome, wonderful.
And the other question, which is I personally came out, is if this woman, Interpol woman, if she already knew that who is Dylan before the end of the movie.
Well, I thought that she doesn't know who is behind all this, and she thought like she does know that he was behind all this.
What I think that this woman already suggested. So she already, maybe she didn't know for sure, but she already was thinking about this.
Yes.
Because if you can see in the last episode, last scene of this movie, when they were talking, when Dylan actually came to her to Paris, and they were talking on the branch, and she actually said that you are his son. So that's why I actually think that this woman already knew that. Maybe not from the very beginning, but maybe
in the process.
In the process, yeah, she already understood. So please answer on this question, because we actually really doubt about this.
Yes.
But maybe you can understand it better. So please write in the comments if you have any ideas about this, if it's she really knew or not, and according to the first question about the relationship as well.
Yes. So we didn't speak much about the other characters because we want to focus on the Mark Ruffalo and Morgan Freeman. If you have any other perspective on other characters, please let us know. Thank you for watching us. Please subscribe to us, comment us, like us.
Yeah, put the bell.
Put the bell. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
See you
Thank
later.
you. See you. Bye-bye.